The 49ers just got fantastic news. I'm going to tell you all about it in this video. Hit subscribe if you're looking for 49ers content as always. But you guys, I hope you had a fantastic Thanksgiving. It was so fun to hear about all of your guys' origin stories as 49ers fans. Got some quick updates for you, starting with the fact that Christian McCaffrey was out on the field today at practice. That's the big update. That's part of the big update. I actually got several key pieces here that I think you're going to find interesting. But the Christian McCaffrey one's really important, particularly because people were freaking out that he took 2 days off in a row, and Trent Williams didn't take 2 days off in a row, so people were like, oh no. I wasn't worried about it whatsoever. We've actually seen the Niners do this several times this season. I've talked about Dominic Pooney way back when, guys coming back from injury. We've seen that several times, so I'm not at all concerned about it whatsoever. But let's talk about some things that are pretty great that are trending up for the 49ers, starting with the fact that you guys already know the 49ers are number 2 in third down conversion percentages. That's huge. That's massive all by itself. But what I did not know, and what I recently saw from SF Data Niners, is that the 49ers are also second in the NFL in third and long. That's 8+ yards. The Niners are second in the NFL in converting on third and long. That's huge. And all of this data comes despite Brock Purdy throwing 3 interceptions in the last game. I don't need to remind you of that, of course. But the interesting thing about those 3 interceptions is that Brock Purdy still happens to maintain a positive EPA. In a game where he throws 3 interceptions, he has a positive expected points added when he's on the field. Think about that for a second. What does that mean about everything else Brock Purdy was doing during the game? Now, I'm not trying to spin some kind of narrative that it's totally okay for Brock Purdy to throw 3 interceptions because he has a positive EPA. But if we compare that to a guy like Lamar Jackson, who last night fumbles the ball twice, throws an interception, whatever. I'm not going to blame Lamar Jackson for that interception, but I also feel like a lot of people are saying it's fair. Brock Purdy's 3rd interception is understandable given the circumstances, so we call that one a wash, whatever. The point is, Lamar Jackson gives up 2 fumbles and an interception, and his EPA is negative because it's what happens throughout the entirety of the game and the likelihood that you're converting in situations that other people are not converting, right? And the 49ers have been converting really, really well. There's one particular point in all of this as we're heading to this Cleveland matchup where there's going to be weather is going to be a factor. As I'm thinking about this game, I think, and I said this during the first half of the game, I don't remember if we talked about it in the post game, but I actually think the 3 interceptions for Brock Purdy is actually a perfect setup. I would never want it, but since it happened, it's a perfect setup for the 49ers playing the way they need to play against the Cleveland Browns. They need to play a smart game. They need to play a quick release game. They need to get the ball out fast. And when you throw 3 interceptions and then travel to Cleveland where there's going to be crazy wind and snow, yeah, I think that the game plan is going to be much smarter for the 49ers. Now, obviously, Cleveland's going to know that, and Cleveland's going to try and shut that down. So there will still need to be some deep shots. I will not be at all surprised to see Brock Purdy throw some throws that some of us might say are oh-no throws, right? But I expect the Niners to be more intentional about protecting the football. I expect the Niners to commit to the run game even if it's struggling early on in the game. I expect the Niners to have much more short, quick passes, take quick check downs, things like that, and only stretch the ball enough to keep the defense honest. That's my personal opinion. You let me know, as always, what you guys think in the comments. But we have NFL's scrimmage yard leader through 12 games in Christian McCaffrey. If I'm Kyle Shanahan, I'm very aware that Christian McCaffrey is no doubt he is the biggest threat for the offense heading into Cleveland. You saw what he did on the ground against the Buffalo Bills in the snow, right? I mean, Christian McCaffrey grew up in Colorado. He knows snow. He knows how to play in the snow, and he's going to be ready to go no matter what the weather is, and I think this is fantastic news for the 49ers. Obviously, Tig Brown gets NFC Defensive Player of the Week, right? With his interceptions. The 49ers are quietly turning that thing around, it seems, but it's only through 2 games, so it's a small sample size. But the 49ers have 2 interceptions in each of the last 2 games, and you're heading into Cleveland against Shedeur Sanders, a young quarterback who does have some experience throwing in some cold at CU, but not a whole lot. So I would like to believe the opportunity for the 49ers is ripe right now. A huge opportunity for the Niners to take advantage of this young quarterback, for Robert Saleh to show some looks, to confuse him a little bit, get him to have happy feet, put some pressure on him, etc. And I think there's going to be no doubt in my mind a clear game plan on offense and defense. On offense, it's keep the ball, keep Myles Garrett out of the picture. Keep him out of the picture, whatever you can, right? Like, you do not want to get him involved. Let's see, what else do I have in my notes here? Oh, Niners, of course, signed reinforcements in Eric Kendricks. That's a big one. Former All-Pro. You bring him in there, he's only going to help your defense as well. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, appreciate you guys and hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your whatever today is. Friday. Fantastic rest of your Friday.